Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I should say good morning to those of you who are in the Central Time Zones and the Mountain Time Zones and the Pacific Time Zones U.S. as well. I also perhaps should say good evening to any of you who are joining us from across the pond, maybe in UK or in Europe, and also good early morning to those of you who might be joining us in Australia. My name is Mike Chupka. I'm the Director of Education here at Power Options. I believe Kurt's going to be joining us in just a few moments. He put together a new presentation for us to go through the ideas and concepts of bulletproofing the portfolio, a simple 5-step program to remove all fear of losses while still positioning for outsized gains. And this is going to be new to me as well. I haven't actually gone through all the slides yet, so we're all going to learn something together. And at the end of the presentation, I'm also going to go through about 12 or 15 slides of a recent position that I have. Kurt mentioned in the morning email that's bulletproof now, guaranteed gain of 18% or so, and we'll be reviewing that. All right, but let's go ahead and just get started, and we'll wait for Kurt to come in and join us any moment now. And the first thing I want to do before we jump right in is I just want to ask a quick poll, launch a quick poll here. And what I'd like to know is just what is your experience with radioactive trading? Are you just focusing on the free materials right now, taking advantage of the sketch, maybe some of the YouTube videos or some of the archive presentations? Are you currently thinking about buying the blueprints? That's Kurt's full methodology that describes his original RPM setup, which we're going to talk about today, and of course also from the RPM setup, the 10 different income methods that can be used to bulletproof a position. Or do you already own the blueprint and are here to review some of the finer points of the strategy and some of the techniques as well? So just let me know what you're hearing. I'll leave this open for about another 10 or 15 seconds. All right, we've got a lot of our votes in, and this is an interesting split that we're seeing here. Let me go ahead and close those results, and I'll share the results with everyone that's online right now. We have 48% of our attendees are joining the free materials. 23% are thinking about buying the blueprints, and 50% of us currently own the blueprint. Well, fantastic. There's going to be some review here as well as some introductory materials. I just had a question pop in. It looks like Mohammed. He's going to apologize. What exactly is the blueprint? Well, before we jump into the full introduction here and the next steps of the process, the next steps of the presentation, Mohammed, what we're discussing today is the radioactive trading technique that was developed by Kurt Frankenberg. It is a unique form of the married put setup to help us enter into limited risk positions. Off of that setup, we're going to be able to launch 10 different income methods to pay for the initial at-risk, bulletproof the position, and then earn extra income. Now, the blueprint is Kurt's full work, Mohammed. It describes his steps for entering the positions and what he looks for when he's opening a new radioactive profit machine. And then from that point, we're going to launch the 10 different income methods. That's fully described in the blueprint. And Joe just popped in and said 121% response is interesting. You can answer more than one on this. So of the 48% who are taking advantage of the free materials, an additional 23% of those 48%, or part of those 48%, are probably thinking about buying the blueprint there, Joe. So that's why we have 121%. Now, let me go ahead and hide those results, and we'll just go back to our basic slide presentation.
Hey, Mike, are we there?
Yes, Kurt, we're here. We already launched our first poll, and we're getting ready to go into the new presentation.
Happy day. Well, we couldn't have a new presentation without some kind of glitches, and it's what happened on my end. I'm so glad that you were able to get us started. So very good. Well, have you introduced everybody?
No, I have not started to do that, Kurt. I just launched the first poll, and we're just getting ready to move on here to the quick intro.
Okay, well, here's what I want to do. I want to mention to everybody to get the most out of today's presentation. Please hold your questions to the end, and that'll help save Mike and me with having our fingers going. Generally speaking, when Mike's talking, I'm typing, and when I'm talking, Mike is typing. But if you can just hold your questions till the end, it's very likely that your question will be answered by the course of the presentation itself. Okay? And if not, then we'll make sure and address it. Okay? If you participate in the polls and the prompts, that'll help us to help you and also guide the presentation. Okay? Pardon me. Quick introduction. My name is Kurt Frankenberg. I own a martial arts studio. I have since I was 18 years old. I'm now pushing 43, and so it's going to be my 25th anniversary, and pretty excited about that. Along the way, Mike, you know that I got involved in trading covered calls and spread trades, and I promptly lost everything. So we're going to go into that introduction here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give an introduction about you.
As I mentioned at the beginning, my name is Mike Chupka. I am the Director of Education here at Power Options. Power Options has been in business for over 13 years now. We are a patented search and analysis tools that support over 23 different option strategies. And we got connected with Kurt about 3 years ago. He was a customer of Power Options and wanted to know how to use the back testing to review some of his techniques that he's applying into the market that we're now all familiar with. And since that time, I joined Kurt for a couple of his free presentations that he was doing at the time. And I've been trading the radioactive technique in my personal account for the past 2.5 years now.
Very good. Let's see here, Mike. Let's go ahead and just launch into this bugger. And all right, this is our first in this webinar today. I'm going to make a bold promise, okay? And the bold promise goes like this. I'm going to show just something really simple, and it's a principle that that I found that all successful traders had in common. Mike, I was researching the lives after I lost everything. I was researching the lives of great traders and found that they all had different ideas on what kinds of investments to pick up, what kind of timing to use to get in, what kind of signals, and also what kind of hold time there ought to be. They all had completely different ideas, but this one simple truth is what they all had in common. And after I share it, I think I can confidently claim it will improve your trading. Okay, let's go to the next slide. They've often said this truth, okay, but without the practical directions on how to achieve it. Now here it is. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Cut your losers short. Let your winners run. That's pretty simple, isn't it? Okay, cut your losers short. Let your winners run. And that's exactly the one thing that they've all had in common, that they've managed their money very tightly according to very strict rules. But very often do we do that. Let's hit that key again. Okay, does it sound familiar to everyone? Type yes if that sounds familiar. Okay, we'd just like to see that. Type yes if you've heard that saying before. Cut your losers short and let your winners run. The question is, do we always do this? Not so much. Okay, Bill says yes. Joe says yes. We've got piles of folks answering yes. Okay. Leadvin, nice to see you. Gunter, Paul, yes. Okay, we've heard this, but we've never heard, or we've rarely heard, the practicals on how do you do that. Exactly how do you do that? What does that mean? Cut your losers short, cut your losers short, let your winners run. Well, here's my promise. I'm going to show you a practical, workable, and reliable way to put it to work. It'll instantly improve your trading results if you just do what we're going to share. It will instantly improve your trading results. Okay, let's go. This simple formula is now being used in over 25 countries. Mike, the other day I typed this out and then I went and